how to master the emotions. We are emotional creatures. We are sensitive creatures. We are individuals, specks of dual. We are human beings with feelings. But are we? Recently, it's a contention that's certainly in doubt, and an assertion that is most definitely up for debate. Since when did you, an infinite, omnipotent, everlasting, pure potentiality, become a limited, weak, transient realization? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this method acting? Are you staying in character for the sake of the show? After all, the show must go on, right? Let me guess. All the world is a stage and you are merely a player, right? Do you enjoy putting on a great performance? Does it make you feel better when the audience claps in appreciation of your theatrics? Perhaps this calls for an encore. Maybe you'll do an extra curtain call. Yes, indeed. That's all very nice. So, go ahead. Gesticulate, emote, shuck and jive, and then jump through some flaming hoops. Oh my. Oh, it's just so wonderful. Oh, it's really just so fancy and wonderful. Give me a break. One thing that you are gonna have to eventually face up to, that is, if you want to free the mind from bondage and uncover enlightenment, is that to be a Zen master, one who is adept at wisdom and lucidity, a mandatory prerequisite is a Zen mind, which, of course, means a calm mind. A calm mind and therefore a pure mind, completely free from any disturbances. A mind not defiled from the foul or vulgar stains of possessive desires and habitual attachments. And there cannot be a calm mind if one is constantly wrapped up in being a histrionic emotion whore. There is no drama required in the Zen garden. Emos, pot stirrers, and extremely needy people simply need not apply. Sorry. You're gonna have to get a handle on all that first, if you ever hope to cultivate absolute lucidity. Depressed, temperamental, given to random fits of hyperactive excitement. Not over here. Maybe that's how they do things over in the other place, but not over here. The theme here today is mastering the emotions, because emoting is completely in your power to modify discipline and control. Often people think of emotions as the feelings, but this misconception should be clarified, as emotions are not the feelings, but only how a one chooses to react to feelings. The emote is a tool used exclusively for the interactions of dream phenomena. It's how the ego expresses itself in response to stimuli, to be exact. So, emotions are not how you feel. Feelings are what you feel, and you have absolutely no control over their flavor, intensity, or duration. Feelings are a provocative impulse that's purpose is to draw you into illusion, and the emotions are you taking the bait and fostering a delusion thereafter. Just remember that. Every time you act out in response to dream phenomena, you validate the dream phenomena and breathe life into delusion. Why? Because the acting out is an indication of investment and attachment, which more than justifies the dense fog that has clouded over a clear-cut clarity. If you were always able to remain aware that sensory perceptions of an existence are products of the mind, then you would not bother to take them so literally and just feel the feelings without any bias, and then let them pass freely through the conduit, without always trying to interfere with the process by seeking to grasp at them or push them away. Huh? Exactly. Sounds almost like a foreign language, doesn't it? Now heads up, because this is a bit of a tricky business. It's important not to act on or try to suppress feelings. You got that? It's important not to act on feelings, and it's important not to suppress feelings. This is the whole 9 yards in a nutshell, and is the linchpin to the crux of this entire difficulty. Just feel the feelings. That's all. Nothing more is required. And not like you had much of a choice in the matter anyway. But you stop trying to pretend like you have a choice by propping up false constructs. Let the feelings be. The more you allow feelings to be present, and the less you seek to hold them or avoid them, the quicker they will pass. Indeed, the subsequent potency and longevity of feelings are often determined by the amount of focus they are provided. And unwarranted focus on the feelings is indicative of an unawareness of the source of the feelings. If there is awareness of the source of feelings, then there is no longer any desire to play games with them. For it is then clearly seen that there is no person existing anywhere to cling to or avoid a feeling. There is no longer any good or bad connected to a feeling. There is only a vibration of energy. You don't have to react to feelings, you don't have to act out on feelings, and you don't have to get emotional about feelings. And this is where many of you will cry of impossibilities or impracticalities. But I say, stop the bullshit. Good or bad are superimpositions. And a majority consensus doesn't change anything. It just reveals a common illusory subjective template, which, unfortunately for the delusion, is only an abstraction. Learn how to not have any expressive or repressive reactions to inducement. You want practical application? Then give it a try. Make it a scientific inquiry if you'd like. A philosophical inquest into the intricacies of stimuli. Yeah. Do an experiment with pain, as pain is really overrated as a negative, and actually, contrary to popular belief, is the best remedy to the lull of a delusion. Nothing wakes a deep sleeper more effectively than some good old pain. Make it into an exercise. Inflict some pain on yourself, and endure it without revulsion or complaint. Perhaps you can stub your toe, or maybe you can hit your finger with a hammer. Get creative with it. Start out light and then work your way up in intensity. But in each instance, really stay in the moment and examine the sensation without any partiality. Don't act out. Don't emote. Just stay with the pain. Soon you'll discover that 99% of the aversion is just irrational fear. Soon, with enough practice, you will clear out the cobwebs and sharpen the mind. You will no longer feel compelled to get emotional about a sensation. Feeling it is enough. There is no need to create psychological suffering as a means to circumvent pain. Just let the pain be. Become pain's overly gracious host. Rub its back and whisper sweet nothings in its ear. You'll soon find that pain has gotten out of Dodge faster than a cheetah on amphetamines. Then, and only then, you can perhaps lay claim to the title of a master over the emotions.